my channel. In today's video, we're going to do my Contemporaryathon TBR. This is the 5th round of Contemporaryathon, and it is one of my favorite readathons to participate in. This round in particular runs from September 23rd to the 29th, and it is run by the same lovely hosts as always, Chelsea, Natasha, Julie, and Melanie, and I will leave all of them in the description bar down below, as well as any important information. But this is my TBR, so let's get started. As always, I always end up having way too many books in mind, and we all know how that goes, so I might end up switching things out as the week progresses. We'll see. The first challenge is a 2019 release, and a couple of my books are actually 2019 releases, but for this one I'm going to be trying to read Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. I have an e-arc of this through NetGalley, and all I know about this one is that it is a second chance romance, and it has to do with stardom. The second challenge is to read a book with yellow on the cover, and for this one I'm trying to read The Bromance Book Club, which is by Lisa K. Adams, and I've received an e-arc of this one through NetGalley. What I remember about this one is that it is about a guy who starts a romance book club, I think in order to better understand women. The next challenge is to read a diverse contemporary, and for this I'm going to be reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. This one is about a girl who has a chronic illness and after almost dying decides to get a life, and I am super looking forward to this one. And I've received an e-arc of this one through NetGalley and otherwise, but I've been holding back on actually picking this one up until Contemporaryathon because I know Chelsea super loved it. I wanted to wait until closer to when it comes out, but also for Contemporaryathon to read this one. The next challenge is to read a book with an illustrated cover, and for that I'm going to read The Mighty Heart of Sunny St. James by Ashley Herring Blake. This one is about Sunny St. James, who just recently had a heart transplant and basically has decided to have a new life plan. This one is middle grade and the last Ashley Herring Blake book that I haven't read yet. The next challenge is to read a dark or hard-hitting book, and for this I'm going to be reading Goth. This is about a girl whose town is a magnet for serial killers and she has an obsession with them, and that's all I really know about this one. I know that that is a dark topic, and I've heard that this is kind of on the thriller aspect of things, and this is a translated work. The next challenge is to read a book with a plant on the cover, and for that I'm going to be reading Dear Sweet Pea by Julie Murphy. This will actually be my first Julie Murphy book, and I'm very much so looking forward to it. There are plants behind the houses. This is about Sweet Pea, whose parents have recently divorced, and they have decided they basically live with one house between them to give her a semblance of normalcy, and in the house between them is an advice columnist, and she goes on a trip and asks Sweet Pea to forward her mail, but instead Sweet Pea begins to recognize the letters, and the story goes from there. I'm very much so looking forward to this one. I got this one at BookCon this year, and I've been looking forward to getting to this one ever since, and it definitely fits for, you know, a couple of challenges for this. And the very last challenge for Contemporaryathon this round is to read a book beloved by a community member. For that I'm going to be reading the first volume of Heartstopper. Everyone loves this one, but I first heard about this one through April from Aprilius Maximus, and so I'm going to be shouting her out as my reason I picked this one up, because she was the first person I heard talking about this, because she has always, you know, been the person who's been talking about Alice Oseman books. Alright, so that is everything I'm hoping to read for the Contemporaryathon. What about you? Are you participating in the Contemporaryathon? Are you reading anything that's similar to me? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like what you saw here today, be sure to like and subscribe. I post videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day!